Good evening, guys. My name is Coach Lawrence from Binnie'sEnglishTraining. Today, I know you must have watched a lot of videos from our coaches on grammar points, vocabulary, expressions, idioms. Today, it's about data. I'm going to be talking about something different. For a start, I'm from Nigeria and I studied accounting. So today, I'll be giving you guys some tips when it comes to money management. This is something that you don't really learn much in school, but you kind of get used to it as you move along in life. Now, the first thing I've discovered in money management is that savings matters a lot. Savings of, let's say, a pint, like when you put aside a part of your money just for unfamiliar purposes or things that you don't know how it will turn out. Now, what happens is this. I've lived with a lot of Ivorians and I've discovered that most of them, when it comes to savings, they're not really good in this. They believe that when they get the money, they have to spend it and then wait for the next one. You see, this is something very bad. So I'll be giving you 3 tips. Number 1 is savings. And how this works is, let's say for example, you work for a company and your salary is maybe 500,000. Now you have to pay your rent, pay other bills, miscellaneous expenses. Let's assume that you pay 50% of your salary on all the miscellaneous expenses. Now you have 50% left, which is like 250,000. This in accounting is called residual. Yeah, this is called a residual profit, or money you could spend after you must have done all the miscellaneous expenses. Now, how the savings works is you try to save at least 50% of this residual. So what it means is if your residual is 250, you should be able to save 175 at least. When you're able to do this, and now when you save this amount of money, you have to take it off your mind. You feel like, oh, I've lost this amount of money. You understand? Now, when you do this, you don't hope for this money. You see? Now, when you're able to save 50% of your residual and you do this constantly every month, imagine how much you have at the end of the year without even knowing it. So this is what number 1 is savings. You should learn how to save. But when I mean save, I mean after you must have cleared all your expenses. Now the money left, try to save at least 50% of it. Okay? This is number 1. Number 2 is something we call I don't know the word to use so you understand, but it's more like, okay, let me go to number 3 first. It will help me get to number 2. So number 3 has to do with being able to determine at any point in time what is really necessary for you to get. So there's a rule in accounting called 20/80 rule. This states that when you have, for example, 1 million,